So year one's over, year two begins today, which is a great thing. No biscuits because I don't want to have to buy a new waistcoat. And yeah, I've been having rather a lot of them. So we're going to be having a look at algebra. If you haven't got the textbook yet, do not worry. We will sort that out in time and all the questions will be on here for you. Okay, so we're going to look at multiplying and then later dividing fractions. Copy these down, have a little go before I start, pause the video and then see how you get on. Hopefully the first one shouldn't cause any of us any trouble at all. The 5 can cancel with the 5, strictly speaking. I should put a 1 there and a 1 there. 3 goes once into 3 and 3 times into 9. Now I'm just going to be writing 1 times 1 over there and 1 times 3 just to remind myself of what I'm doing. 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 3 is 3. Normally I wouldn't bother doing that, I'd just go straight to a third. The next one, we've got letters, so it's just the same. The A is 1A and A, and 1A and A. So 1 times C is C, and B times 1 is B. When it comes to this third one, you can't cancel between a 2 and a 3. You can't immediately cancel between x plus 1 and x squared minus 1. This is something that you're going to have to look for a lot. It's the difference with two squares, isn't it? Where that's squared and then 1 is a square number. The difference between something is what you get when you take one away from the other. So we need to rewrite that before we do anything else. So x plus 1 over 2 times 3 over, and x squared minus 1 factorised is x plus 1 x take 1, because if you were to expand that you'd get your plus 1x and your minus 1x, meaning the x's cancel out. Now that we've done that, I can say I've got an x plus 1 there and I've got an x plus 1 there. But then we've got 1 times 3 is 3, 2 times x minus 1 is 2 brackets x minus 1. And whether you want to leave it like that or expand the bracket doesn't matter, they're both correct. Right, so dividing by algebraic fractions. This shouldn't be news to you. We are going to multiply by the reciprocal. So we're just going to turn the second fraction upside down and then we can say, right, A goes into A, nothing to do with C and B, so that's 1 times C is C, B times 1 is B. The one beneath it, we need to do any factorising that we can first, but we also know that we need to turn it upside down, so I'm going to do both at once. Pause it and have a go if you haven't already. So I'm multiplying, I'm going to turn it upside down, but x squared minus 16 is another difference between two squares. So 4 squared is 16, so it'll be x plus 4x take 4, and that's all going to be over, well 3 goes into 6, so we can factorise that as well, which gives us 3 times x plus 2, and then hopefully we can see that I can cancel that with that, and I can cancel the x plus 4 with that, which gives us 1 times x minus 4 is just x minus 4, and 1 times 3 is 3, and that there is our answer. Now, in terms of practice for this, I'm going to post the page on here in case you haven't got the book, but it is page 6 on in book 2, and we're looking at questions 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. I am expecting you to get quite stuck on some of them because they go into stuff that's a lot more complicated than I've just shown you, because it's all drawing on other parts of what we did last year. So do not feel at all reluctant to give me an email or something and ask for a little bit of help if you need it, but do have a go at it first, get it wrong, have a look at the answers, see if you can find your way there. Okay, cheerio.